Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is doing in line with the expectation. It is rising here further into this, we just touched this target area here that I gave you in one of the last videos. So what we have is, after we reached the top here, we started the correction. This larger target area down here remains in place between $55 and $130. That is sitting between the 0.786 and the 0.5 fib level based on this larger impulsive wave here and retracement of the same. These are the levels that I would expect Solana to come into. I think with 130, I think we are actually going to see lower prices. I would expect at least here the $100 level in a further move down. But what we're doing at the moment, and that is also not unexpected, is this move up. Told you in the previous video that I would expect now the price to go up into this target area between, well, $200, and we actually came into it, I think already. No, we didn't. Between $200 and $235. So that is, I think, where in that retracement here, or in that corrective move up, in that wave B that you can see on the chart here, we would get into. And if we take a look at some more specific levels, whoops, they want to do that. If I take a look at the here the fibs, we can see where the price ideally is going to retrace to. You can see that this blue target area is sitting between the 0.5 and the 0.786 fib level. And yeah, you see the wave B, ideally, it is perfect retracement target of the 0.618 fib level at $216. That is where I would expect the price certainly to get to. Maybe even we could do 235 before we then move lower. Together with, I would expect that to together with Bitcoin into this target area here, possibly reaching $100, or maybe even in the imminent worst case, $55. I think that would be quite a bit of a drop. I would rather expect $100. That would also make sense in terms of if Bitcoin drops to the target that I think it will, between 20 and 29K, which is around a 40-50% drop, then, from 216 down to 100, that would be probably quite likely, so this is all based on fibs, all based on the edit wave count. I think this is the most likely scenario. We can see that after we moved up here, typically when you do this strong impulsive move to the upside, you need to correct down, you need to come into these lower ranges. And yeah, I mean, Solana is doing that. It's exactly doing what it is expected in this move down here, in an ABC correction. We have seen the A now, I think. Now we're doing the B, and then we are going to do the C before we then continue our move next year into new all-time high territory. Yes, these seem to be unexpectedly low prices. For everybody who doesn't know my previous videos, I know, but I think it's going to be, it's the most likely scenario. Yes, could we go through to new all-time highs from here? Yes, we could, but I think we are in a larger correction. We need to finish that correction first. That is most likely. If I had to give a percentage, I would say this move down here is maybe 75 to 80% probability. A move here through to new all-time highs and maybe $300, $400. I think that's only like 20-25% probability. Also, when we're going to reach this area here of around 215, 216 US dollars, on the daily, we might then be overbought. We're moving here into the bullish territory now, and we might get into the overbought territory at some point then, maybe when we reach, and again, maybe we reach the $235. At that point, then I would expect a correction together with Bitcoin as well. And on the weekly, we moved out of the overbought range. So the correction has done that already. But I think when we go up and rise here higher, we could get back into it. And also, the MACD on the weekly still shows no sign of recovery, so we are going to fall deeper here. That indicates further continuation of the downtrend. Yes, of course, nothing moves in straight lines, so you can expect here a retracement, a correction of that downtrend. Overall, you can see it already on the chart here. This might become even a head and shoulders pattern, and you can see that in very, very many crypto charts at the moment. They're all following a very similar pattern, some more corrective than others. And what we can see is that, for example, Cardano did the correction much earlier, is already much deeper in the correction. I think these are levels where we could expect Solana to come into as well, which is why I expect now this to play out for Solana here as well. Yeah, but obviously we are going to go up a little bit further from here into this blue area. That's my expectation. Would be very interesting to see if this is actually going to play out as per this Elliott wave count, and if we're really going to turn around here and see lower prices in line with the expected Bitcoin correction in the next few weeks. All right, so hopefully you liked the update about Solana. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.